I'm going to teach you how to duplicate a calendar event to a new calendar for a separate student. So let's say that you're like some of our special education teachers who have multiple students that you're trying to create events or classes for, but you don't want to recreate every event for every student every time because that would be a lot of work, especially when you have multiple students in the same class. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to go down here to other calendars. I'm going to click on the plus. I want to create a new calendar, and I'm going to call this RR schedule. I'm going to say Ramos's schedule. Make sure everything else looks the way I want it to. So far it does. I've created calendar. Down here it says our schedule successfully created. Now I want to click on configure. Okay. Automatically accept, make available to people with 742 apps. I can make changes and manage sharing. At this point, I'm not going to add people because I found that that did not actually help what I needed to have happen. Notifications, it didn't really seem to make much of a difference for a lot of this stuff for what I need. I want to point out that if you need to delete this calendar at some point, this is where you would find that delete. So this looks good to me. So I'm going to click left. And now I have this calendar. Oh, I want to change the color on it though. So I'm going to make this one green because I want to be able to see the difference between this calendar and the other calendar. Okay, now I'm going to say that this student has the same advisory as this student. So I'm going to click on test event here, my 9 a.m., which is my advisory. I'm going to go to options, and I have all of these options here. So instead of clicking on duplicate, which is what I did last time I created a similar event, this time I'm just going to say copy to RR schedule. And when I do that, by default, everything else stays the same. So I still have my correct location and link. Still shows that it's busy. Here's the color is different, which is what I wanted. Same code. Repeats weekly on weekdays, 9 to 9:15. And my guest permissions have not changed. The big difference here is I don't have a guest right now. So I want to invite Ramos. And this will be his calendar. As soon as I added him, see how this join with Google Meet popped up? I need to make sure I delete that or remove that because that's still going to be the wrong code. We want the code down here instead. I'm going to click on, before I click on save, I'm going to put up here RR test event advisory. Just because it makes it a little easier for me to keep track of who's who. I don't want to send an invitation. And now you can see that this event was added for this student on the separate calendar. Now, because there's so many events on here, I mean, if you have 20 students, you might have 20 different calendars you're trying to view. I'm going to click off of the one that I started with originally. And now I do have to go back and delete, because it's MEA, the 2 events for Thursday and Friday of this week. So I'm just going to click on delete only this event. Don't send. I'll show you how to do that again. So I'm going to hover over the specific day and time that I want to delete. I'm going to click on it one time. I'm going to click on delete event. I only want to delete this event, so I'm going to click OK. I don't want to send a calendar update. And now that has been removed. So this is set for my new student. So Ramos will have no problem knowing when his classes are and being able to get there on time. I hope this helps. Thank you for watching. Let me know if there's anything else that I can create for you or that you would like to learn.